A scientist developed a theory that required proof through the construction of a computer model. He hired a computer programmer to build the model, and the theory was shown to be correct. The scientist won several awards for the development of the theory, but he never acknowledged the contribution of the computer programmer.
I feel the actions of this individual were very unethical. Thou shalt always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect for your fellow humans.
A student found a loophole in the university computer's security system that allowed him access to other students' records. He told the system administrator about the loophole, but continued to access others' records until the problem was corrected 2 weeks later.
I feel the actions of this individual were unethical. Thou shalt not snoop around in other people's computer files. Thou shalt not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation.
One day, a student programmer decided to write a virus program. Virus programs usually make copies of themselves on other disks automatically, so the virus can spread to unsuspecting users. The student wrote a program that caused the microcomputer to ignore every fifth command entered by a user. The student took his program to the university computing lab and installed it on one of the microcomputers. Before long, the virus spread to hundreds of users.
I believe that the actions of this individual were very unethical. He violated computer ethics commandments. All this, and just the fact that he even decided to write a virus for no reason, and put it into his school, is very unethical. The owner of a small business needed a computer-based accounting system. One day, he identified the various inputs and outputs he felt were required to satisfy his needs. Then he showed his design to a computer programmer and asked the programmer if she could implement such a system. The programmer knew she could implement the system because she had developed much more sophisticated systems in the past. In fact, she thought this design was rather crude and would soon need several major revisions. But she didn't say anything about her thoughts, because the business owner didn't ask. And she hoped she might be hired to implement the needed revisions. I believe the actions of this individual were neither ethical or unethical. I believe this because although she knew she could revise it and make it better, she just went and did exactly what the client wanted. A student enrolled in a computer class was also employed at a local business part-time. Frequently her homework in the class involved using popular word processing and spreadsheet packages. Occasionally she worked on her homework on the office computer at her part-time job, on her coffee or meal breaks. I feel the actions of this individual were ethical.